Hey everyone, Invisible Jiu-Jitsu, Sid the UK, he's back helping out, makes me look good all the time. We're going to do an arm drag from a butterfly guard. It's going to work on the knees, it's going to work if they stand. Alright, you're going to see. It's going to look something like this. We're here, he grips, I open, and I drag. Okay, one more time. Alright, and there's a few little details going on in this. Let's do the other side before we break it down properly. And it's going to look something like that. So, with any arm drag, there's two ways that I can move someone. I can move them by pulling, or I can move myself around them if they're very static. With this one, Sid obviously knows what's happening, he's helping me out. He's moving, we're both sort of similar sizes. Sid's obviously a lot more jacked than I am. But I can still move him. If he's a lot set, he's not going to move as much, and I end up climbing around him a bit more. So it can look a little different. So let's break everything down, and let's add the details that a lot of people miss. First detail is here. A lot of people, when they play this butterfly guard with both feet, they play a prayer position, and it's fine as long as he does nothing, right? But if I play a prayer position and he squeezes his knees, this now kills my mobility of my hooks, and I struggle to do anything. It's just a simple little counter. So what I want to do is, instead of my prayer, is have a half offset prayer. So my feet are going to be like this, as opposed to like this. So now if he does squeeze his knees, he doesn't actually trap anything. I can always take one foot out, and I can engage on a butterfly guard with one leg. So that's my first point. Now second, he's just gonna grip. Okay, maybe he wants to pop to his knees and start like an X pass or something. It's very, very common here to grip. I'm gonna stretch his grip out by opening my leg out over here. See how his arm comes straight. This is gonna make this grip much easier to pop off, okay? If I try my drag here, maybe I drag him, but I'm gonna end up falling on myself, okay? I've gotta get out of the way. So to get out of the way, I set up my drag, okay? And there's debate on whether to go towards the elbow or a little bit higher. I tend to try and get a little bit higher, and then if I slip, it's okay. So I'm here, no thumb, I open, and then this is what I see people do. And they pull the guy, and they pull the guy straight on top. What I actually want to do is get out of the way and then pull him to where I was. Okay? So as we go, I get out of the way and pull him where I was. Okay? But what I've done there is fine if I have a really strong lat pull, if I have a really strong row. But if you're not the strongest, if he's big, if you're weak, we need to add some power to that. And the power is going to come from my drop. So what I really want to do is put my hand on the ground, my leg out, get my hips up, and use my hips dropping and turning to add the power to my arm. So you can see there that I get up, and then as I fall, my fall adds the power into my arm drag. Okay? Open, boom, and we're in here. And then once we just turn this way a little bit, and then once I'm in, I then close some distance. Usually for me, I'm going to leave that leg in because it's going to become my first hook. If I take it out, I just have to put it back in. You're adding work for yourself. Don't add work for yourself. And once I dragged, then I put my pec on my hand. So if Sid tries to pull back now, he just runs into my body. My other hand is probably going to hook, so I stay nice and close. I don't want to be here where Sid can bring his arm back and then start to crush me in a half guard if I'm lucky. If I'm not lucky, he passes my guard at the same time. So drag, in, tight. And then there's a couple breakdowns that we can do from here, okay? I think I have a video on ways to take the back, so if I do, and I haven't just confused myself in old age and senility, I'll tag that somewhere in the corner. We go to the other side. So from here, maybe I control the wrist to begin with, feed, boom, and I use my drop to pull. So my hips must get off the ground. Okay, the more I get off the ground, the more I drop and pull to my elbow, the more powerfully I'm going to pull sit. Okay, here, in, boom, and then I'm tight to him. My hook is still in. I have control of his hips. Now from here, I could make space and pull him over. Seatbelt, second hook, or someone strong, they're not going to let me pull them over, so that then I'll climb, I'll use them as a climbing frame. I'm going to go up, square my hips to him, and 2 hooks. Don't try and put the hook in before the hips are square. Right now my hips are facing in this direction, SIDS are facing to the ground. If I try and put my hook in now, it just doesn't go. So square the hips first, and then the hook will go easy, and then I can backpack, and SID makes me look small. Okay, so that's my arm drag from the butterfly guard. Again, there's a few things that we can go to from this, and if it doesn't end up looking as clean as we like it, a lot of the time I'll still end up in a good guard with his arm out of place. Okay, so sometimes Sid has a monster grip, which he does, and I try this, and he just doesn't let go, and his arm, his hand doesn't cross. I still end up with something like this. Oh, well now, I can attack on this arm, shoulder locks, omoplata kimura, things like that. So, it's not the end of the world. If I don't get my arm drag, chances are I'll break him down, and I'll put his arm out of position. Okay, if you want to see that, leave a comment down below, and I can make a video on some things that we can go to from that. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. This is our basics class, our fundamentals class going on right now. If you like the video, go click some links, anything, you know, marketing. Cheers, guys.